Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem HaKal Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who risking their lives and their freedom to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen, but are not by way of their forefathers' seeds, who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushua. And the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as were the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalia, and I'm from the GMS Jamaica Kingston camp, and this video is about the Mark of the Beast prophecy, which is a microchip. Alright, so another video on Redacted. I think I did a video earlier because they did... no, that was like 2 days ago. Right, and they were talking about the BRICS and the US dollar collapse. Okay, and this channel, they bring out very pertinent and relevant information regarding the times that we're in, and they do focus on the new system that is coming in. They have 2.37 million viewers or subscribers, and it's probably like set up really. That's how the wicked elite of Esau Edom works. They have their hand in everything. Job chapter 9 and verse 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So they have full control of all these kinds of things. And listen, you're not this popular with also getting ad revenue and whatever else by not being a part of the system and being juiced in. It just doesn't happen. Okay, but from what they are showing is that they are showing, the system that's coming in. That's how they've been set up. A part of full control is controlling the narrative on both the opposing side and the non-opposing side, so to speak. But anyway, Redacted has become the new M0TB. That was a channel that used to be used because relevant information came out, but no more. So Redacted is the new IT channel. And yeah, WEF just admitted cash will soon be illegal. Here's how their plan works. Okay, and why is it that the World Economic Forum has such eyes on it? Well, it appears, all right, from my observations, that the World Economic Forum is the main tool that the wicked elite of Esau Edom is using to show the world point blank what they're doing. They do not hide anything there. Okay? They're literally telling you what's coming, and it's like you got people that they just ignore it. One of the things that the WEF pointed at, right, is this digital identification system that's coming, right? And this digital identification system is a part of the system that's coming in. You have the digital identity, you have the central bank digital currencies, right? Which the central bank digital currencies is simply the new digital payment method. And onto these digital identification systems, or IDs, it will contain your healthcare, financial services, food and sustainability, travel and mobility, humanitarian response, e-commerce, social platforms, e-government, telecommunications, smart cities. So it's going to be an all-for-one use for all of these things, and it is meant to connect entities, people, devices, and things, right? And it's just gonna be all on one thing and then stored on the microchip, and then the microchip is going to be used for your everyday all-in-one purpose, and you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have it. All right, so all eyes are very firm on this World Economic Forum, and so we have some other things, information. Here we go.
Universal means of exchange. These individuals, of course, risk being excluded from economic participation in society. But when the WEF, of course, they know all of this. And so, of course, their goal is to make sure that the government provides digital access to everyone. They'll do it under the guise of simplicity, right? But really, it's about tracking you. And last week, the World Economic Forum held a summit in Saudi Arabia to accelerate their move to an all-digital currency, no cash. During a WEF meeting in Saudi Arabia last week, the central bank governor of Bahrain, Khalid Houmadine, said ordinary people cannot be trusted to spend their money how they see fit. These are the words that came out of his mouth. And the elite must completely ban cash in the near future in favor of a digital solution, he said. Houmadine also, then he sort of boasted that the general public is going to accept what we tell them to accept because they're going to do this without a struggle because we're going to give them a central bank digital currency. And basically he's saying, you are all sheep, and when the elites speak, you will follow us. Watch him and listen.
If we think cash is the analog and digital currency is the form of digital, CBDC is the digital form of cash, today, clearly, we're in a hybrid situation. We're using both. And we know in the past, when it comes to cash, central bankers were very much in control with all aspects of cash. And now we're comfortable to the point where the private sector plays a big role in the printing of the cash, in distribution of the cash, and with the private sector, we use interest rates to manage the supply of cash. The same thing is likely to happen with CBDC. Yes, the central bank will have a role, but at some point in time, the same way we don't call it central bank cash, we're probably going to stop calling it central bank digital currency.
You see that? So right now, they have it under the name the central bank digital currency, which all of these central banks around the world is developing, right? And you see all of these countries, you know, when you look at X country feeling some type of way about the next country, and you see what's going over there in the so-called Middle East, and you see the tension between Russia and America and with her allies and all these kinds of things. Listen, all of these leaders for all of these countries are confederate under the wicked elite of Isa Edom. They take orders from them, and all of them are pushing forth with this central bank digital currency and these digital identification systems and the ultimate push towards that market chip, which is the mark of the beast, every single country. All right. And so he has said that the name will even change from central bank digital currency, which then goes entirely into their NWO agenda, where they said that they just want a one world order, one world currency, one world government, and all these kinds of things. So the name will eventually be lost, according to what he says. And this is an obvious insider, you know.
Going to be a digital form of the cash, and at some point in time, hopefully, we will be able to be 100% digital.
And that's the goal, to be 100% digital. You see, the prophecy is right in front of your faces, man. It's so clear to see. All right, and if there is anyone out there who is claiming to be a prophet of the Lord, right? Because, you know, some don't even use the name, all right? But they claim that they're prophets, and they're not teaching that the mark of the beast is the mark chip. They are indeed false prophets, and the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai will destroy them unless they repent. Point blank, period. No time for no niceties or nothing like that. No time to be PC or nothing like that. Just straight to the point. If they are not teaching that the mark of the beast is the mark chip, the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai is going to destroy them. Horribly. Okay?
People are used to it. Right now is many of our payments are digital. The truth is, I said that we're in a hybrid model. There's less and less use of cash. And I think from predominantly digital with a little physical, I think the transition to fully digital is not going to be a stretch. People are used to it, people have engaged in it, and circumstances did help. is adoption rates
Right.
increased because of COVID.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is where contactless started to become something of a necessity, something of
Convenient.
a safety, something
Right.
of a requirement. And because of that, there is very little resistance. Trust is already there. We just need to build it in a way that makes sure that we safeguard the risks. Cybersecurity risk is a must, and it needs to be dealt with at the national level. And to counter cybersecurity risk, you need to continue to invest, you need to continue to collaborate, and you need to continue to train. With those three things, we've done it in the past. I think we should be able to manage these risks.
Okay, I have a lot of questions there.
You know
A
what?
lot.
It's all just really convenient. And this goes back to my literal experience. We all went through that 2020 situation. And while it was going on, literally at the beginning, right? At the beginning, I was watching the Bloomberg. I was watching all of these financial entities, media entities, and they were all in unison pushing that they have to do away with cash. We have to move towards a cashless society, and they were blaming this the C of the 2020s, you know, right? They were blaming that as to why they needed to expedite towards a cashless society. Yet and still, before that happened, Christine Lagarde came over to the Caribbean and visited the Caribbean leaders and implored them to begin their central bank digital currency testing. This was before the 2020 situation happened. So the wicked elite, I mean, they have this entire show going, and it's moving quite swiftly. As the scriptures say that the devil knoweth that he hath but a short time in Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. And he's going to be coming with raging wrath, right? And the prophets of Yahweh Shemeshai have warned you all, you Israelites, several times, over and over again. And as it says in Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 33, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. And who set up the prophets? Yahweh Shemeshai, to deliver the word of Yahweh Shemeshai, the prophecies, right? Because the Lord sent out this word, and it must come to pass, and there's nothing that can stop it. This is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So it is coming. This mark of the beast prophecy is coming. It is the market chip. As you can see, they are very clearly pushing it, getting ready for it. And you know what? That famine that's currently being manufactured, you know, and they played the long game. You know, that's another thing that was affected very horribly, apparently, during the 2020 situation, that the supply chains got hit, and we've seen the ramifications of that. But they're getting ready to really push this engineered famine upon the people, right? And it will create a crisis, and out of all of the chaos that will occur, they will want to establish the order out of it. So you know what? Keep your eyes peeled, and for those of you that believe, remain strong in the faith and pray and repent, because this kingdom is coming down very soon. It's at its end. It is completely at its end, you know. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemeshai, Basham Kakodash, Shalom.